Moto Camping 2.0. And I say this 2.0 because I've already moto camped solo on my 390 adventure. So this would be the second time I am going on to camping. But should be a different experience because I have a dual sport motorcycle. Actually not going that far, probably around 15 something kilometers, and to familiar place because you don't want to, you know, mess up the things while camping, especially solo and especially in India, because if you are a motorcyclist you tend to attract a lot of eyes, so you need to be careful about that as well. But I am actually, you know, more comfortable because I've already camped there, and the whole, you know, the video is about camping on a dual sport motorcycle. I am someone, you know, who tries to be minimalistic. I can be comfortable in situations which are uncomfortable for others. So I didn't pack a lot of things, but I actually packed things which are actually essential for moto camping, especially solo moto camping. So should be an interesting video. Let's go now. I love how this bike can also handle its own pace on roads like this, because it's not meant to do highways and stuff, but you can actually cruise 80-90 kmph pretty comfortably. I'm not someone who bitch about stuff, you know, but it's been quite hot lately, and today it was 42. The highest temperature was 42. But you cannot wait for a perfect opportunity. But I was really happy that it has all the mounting points to mount your luggage, especially if you are minimalistic or something. Otherwise, if you are not that kind of person, and if you cannot adjust your way around the luggage and stuff, then you are going to struggle with every motorcycle out there, because you can carry so many stuff, and even that might be, you know, not a lot. So you have to be smart about packing on a motorcycle. I think it's a skill, and as you ride you tend to develop it over the time. Here comes the off-road, and this is where this motorcycle shines, mainly because of its lightweight and pretty good suspension actually as well. But still, I'm not an expert, so I have to be careful with the gravel and stuff. But one thing I really like, that you don't have to put lot of effort, especially in off-roads, because on my Adventure 390 you will have to put lot of efforts. Again, both are different bikes, but still just letting you know how good a dual sport motorcycle can be if you are someone who is just trying to figure out if you need an adventure bike or a dual sport bike. So effortless. The joys of riding and dual sport bike. They don't know what the fuck is happening here. Just look at that view. Should we check out the valley? Why not? So beautiful. It's very dry and like it's very hot, but it still look very pretty. KLX 230 territory, if there is anything like that, then this is the one. Love the suspension. I've said it many a times, but just can't get enough of it. This one is really steep. First gear. Look at that view. What a perfect place to camp. You can see the whole town. Also got a small lake, and despite it being peak summer, there is still some water in it. And this is all I am carrying. This is the camp. It's a two-man camp from Decathlon, but it's not actually a two-man camp. You have to be really uncomfortable in order to get two people into that camp. So it's a perfect for a single person. And then I'm carrying stuff inside this reckless bag. And for dirt bike like this, a dual sport bike like this, these are the best kind of backpack. The reckless one are the best kind of backpack that you need, because it doesn't interfere with the geometry of the bike, and you can experience your off-roading without any hassle or something, because the weight distribution plays an important role, especially on the off-roads. So you have to be careful. They are a bit annoying to mount on and off, but once you get them mounted on your bike, they are not going anywhere.
And this is my cooking setup. You have a stove, you have a gas burner, and you have two pots. So these two pots, you can put the gas stove inside these two pots when you are not using it. So it comes up to a very compact package, which I really like. Close to 12 am, and I like how the wind has slowed down, because it was kind of getting scary. Also kind of mad that I fucked up the GoPro audio recording, so I might as well, I might have to do a voiceover or something. But again, like, these are things which tend to happen, and you need to figure it out, I guess. And also you should see how I'm holding the torch. That was my camping setup. Not too much actually, just cooking stuff. Love it. I'll put a link in the description so that you guys can see all the things that I've used during my camping. Bluetooth speaker, all my riding gears, laptop, drone remote, helmet, another GoPro, secondary phone, jacket, and that's it. It's a duvet again from Decathlon. You can use it as a mattress as well, so I used it as a mattress actually, and it did well. I could get a pillow also, but again, like, you cannot pack everything. So I don't have actually a pillow, a foldable one or something, like inflatable pillow or something, but I don't mind it actually. So this, love the chair as well, pretty easy and convenient and pretty comfortable for what it offers actually. Very, very comfortable. It was pretty good camping night. Shot lot of good photos actually, which I enjoy doing, which I'm passionate about. Like, I see people on the internet these days doing things just for sake of it, or I should say just to look cool on the internet. But I've never been that kind of guy, like, I don't do things just to chase likes or something. I do things because I like doing it, and it's something I'm passionate about. That is like photography and motorcycling actually. So if the passion stops, then it won't last long. So last day with the KLX, and it was pretty good actually. It's like having a girlfriend, like it was a date for 7 days, and we went to like several different places. We did highways and we did off-roads as well. And two of the highlights that stood out in highways, in off-roads, in extreme conditions were how lightweight it is and how good the suspension are. Because these are the two things that you will notice everywhere, and that's the view. How close I was to the valley, but again the distance was enough to feel me safer. That's the town where I live. It's like 15-20 kilometers, but I took a detour, off-road detour, as you saw. So it was around 20-ish kilometers. The lake and the beautiful roads that you see on most of my YouTube videos. So this is the road that goes through the town and connects the major town. Yep, so that's pretty much it. Also, this is just the beginning of my content creation journey. If I get a positive response, then I'll definitely be continuing this stuff, and which I'm already getting. So I really appreciate you guys, especially the ones who watch all of my videos and give likes and comments. So I do appreciate